Good afternoon. I'm glad to see everyone here today, and I'm a bit nervous because it's my first time when I perform here, but I will try to explain my thoughts as clear as I can. So, the theme of my project, what should the first teacher be like? But first of all, a few words about me. My name is Sophia, and as it was mentioned, I have been studying English for 12 years, during which I took part in 2 international conferences. Moreover, I am in the 10th grade, and that's why I really understand the importance of the first good tutor. It's really important. But for some people, they have the question, is it really important? Or it's not so. But in my opinion, of course, yes. And speaking of me, I'm really lucky because my first teacher became in such way an ideal variant for me, and that's why I will use her as an example and explain my point of view. So, what traits of character should be in each first teacher? I think that there is top three the most important traits. It's patience, it's softness, and of course, it's love for your work. But I would like to describe each of them more. First of all, patience. Of course, it's really important to each teacher, but especially for the first one, because they work with small children and their behavior and actions can be unpredictable, and more often they can lead to serious consequences. And that's why first teachers should have an amazing patience. It's really so. And my first teacher, she had and sometimes I can't understand how she can forgive us some offenders. It's something brilliant. So yeah, for the first teacher, it's really important. One more really important trait is softness. It's really difficult to explain what is it, but I think that everyone understands that it's really important. It's really so, and it can't be expressed only in body language, for example, hugging or stroking, but also it's really important to use different teaching methods. For example, a first teacher can explain the mistake of his or her pupil by using fairy tales, cartoons, other similar teaching methods, and believe me, it will be really useful. It's really so, and that's why softness is really important for the first teacher. One more trait, and last but not the least important, it's love for work. Of course, it's important for each job, but especially for the first teachers. Without love for work, you can't be the qualified specialist. Moreover, if you want to be a good first teacher, you should devote your life with the life of your students. You should support them. You should be with there in each situation, and no matter how difficult and how awful it is. So, in conclusion, of course, we all different, and that's why each student has his own the ideal first teacher. But for everyone, it's really important that this first teacher should be really supportive. He or she always should be with his student, should share his pain, his problem, his daily routines, and of course, it's really important to have a good first teacher. But another teachers, they also affect our life, but not as strong as first. And in the end of my performance, I want to show you my favorite quote of Vladimir Klitschevsky. To be a good teacher, you need to love what you teach and love those you teach. I think it's common for each teacher, but especially for the first one. Thanks for your attention.